What is good, people? It's your boy Monster Chappie. We're back in the building, and today we got another Madden 13 ranked game on the Xbox side. Today I'm using the hometown Minnesota Vikings, and I'm taking on the Miami Dolphins. Right here, we go ahead and get the user pick. Let's go. That's a great way to start off the game. We are in the Metrodome trying to make it happen, and I wish I was in warmer weather or in the Metrodome or somewhere like that right now, because right now it is about 60 degrees in my room. And I'm not being sarcastic at all. I'm not exaggerating. Hold up, let me look at the thermometer. 63 right now. Okay, this is just ridiculous. I don't understand how it's this cold, and today it's like a record-breaking day. Today is Monday. You guys will probably see this video on Wednesday, however, but Monday is almost a record-breaking day for cold weather in Minnesota. This is just ridiculous. -8 was like the high today, -20 for the nighttime. I mean, this is just unbelievable, and that's not even including the wind. This is just retarded. I understand Minnesota is one of the colder states. I understand we're supposed to get cold weather, but I don't understand why my room is 63 degrees. I can't even play the game because my fingers are freaking freezing, and you can't really wear gloves because you're not going to have as much stick work. And if you've ever played Madden in a cold weather situation, or any game for that matter, and your fingers are freezing, and you're frosting, and you're trying to make moves, you try to hit the button, but your fingers just don't move as fast as they usually do, it is a very frustrating feeling. And right now, that is the feeling I'm having right now. So I don't have the desire to just go and just smash the buttons and play Madden as much as I would love to do it, because I'm freaking cold, man. I am freaking cold. Monster Chappie is a regular human being, and I get cold just like everybody else. I get hot too, but I'd rather be hot than cold. I don't know, I'm a warm weather person, but it is what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to what really matters, and that is the point of this freaking video. Now, the main idea to help you guys out with this video is basically me running this read option. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I can't run this read option to save my life. As you can see, this kid is locking me up. He's bottling me up. I can't run the read option, you know, for no reason. I just can't run it. Don't matter who I use. Don't matter, you know, what team I use, what playbook I use. I can't run the read option. I can't run them QB powers. I can't run the QB reps. I can't run the triple options. I can't run no option. I cannot do these quarterback design runs. It just don't work for me. Now, that don't mean it won't work for you. That don't mean you can't be successful with it. That don't mean it's not a good thing to do. I'm just saying it don't work for me. And the whole point of this video is do what works for you. Everything ain't gonna mesh with you. Everything's not gonna match with you. For instance, the Patriots are not going to start running the read option with Tom Brady. They're going to keep doing what they're doing. They're having success with it. You know, and RG3 and them are likely going to continue running that read option as long as his leg can hold up. Let's hope that does happen. But again, you got to run what's working for you. You have to stick to your natural tendencies. You have to, you know, figure out what you like to do, what you're comfortable with, what works for you, and what you're going to have success with. Because honestly, what works for your friend might not work for you. What works for a commentator might not work for you. What works for a tournament player might not work for you. You got to do what you got to do to be successful, and that's how you're going to have the most success, especially if you're doing something unique, something creative, something that's different. That's going to definitely help separate you and definitely help, you know, get you wins against people, because what you're doing is going to be different than what everybody else is doing. So just because you see everybody and their mama and their grandma and their auntie and their uncle running something and having success does not mean that you're going to have success with that. Also, that does not mean that you won't have success with it either. So you got to go ahead and test it out, try it out, and see how you like it. Now, I'll just use an example. I'm a 4-3 guy at heart. I can run a 3-4 a little bit here and there and, you know, do decent with it, but I'm going to be more successful with the 4-3. I'm just naturally at heart, that is my natural tendency. If I was a defensive coordinator on Madden, you know, under his play style, it's going to say 4-3 Chappie. But other guys are 3-4 guys. Some guys cannot convert to the 4-3 and have success, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some guys can't play the 3-4. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you're comfortable with, though, do that. If you like running nickel, dime, or whatever formation you run on defense, do that. Whatever formations and play styles and plays that you run on offense, do that. If you're having a lot of success with the makeshift screens, keep doing it. If you're having a lot of success passing down the field, crossing routes, out routes, whatever it is that you are doing to have success, continue to do it. And this game is a prime example of, you know, this may be my worst offensive performance that you will see on my channel all year long. And the reason being is because I suck at running the read option. Again, I just can't do it. I've seen everybody else run it successfully. The guy I played last game, or a couple games ago when I used the Cowboys, he had success with it. I just can't do it. I had Webb in, we had AD, you know, aka AP, all day AP. You know, that's the dude right there. Oklahoma representing. If you are going to use the Vikings, you definitely got to have make him one of the key players on the offensive side of things. Of course, we get a drop there. Then we get sacked. And then we try to run a play that everybody else runs, that bench. And then it almost gets picked off. So, again, you got to run, what you're comfortable with doing, and stick to your own stuff. Try to be creative and definitely sprinkle in, you know, other stuff that you see, or try to mix it in with what you do. Try to lab it out, practice it, whatever you got to do. Right here, we get crushed. But we go for it on fourth because we don't want him to be able to kill the rest of the time. And fortunately enough, my dude Jenkins holds on to it this time. We are able to pick that up, and Adrian Peterson takes this into the end zone. So now we are going to have a 1-point lead. Which brings me to my next idea. It is always better to have a lead than to be down or to have a tie in any given situation, just because if it's a tie game, you know you got to come down and at least get a field goal. You know, if you're down, you know you got to come down and at least get a field goal or a touchdown. And rather, if you're winning, you know if you get a stop, you can pretty much just kill the rest of the clock. You don't have to worry about moving the ball necessarily to any spot on the field to get in the field goal range or nothing like that. All you got to do is worry about, you know what I'm saying, killing the rest of that clock and making sure that thing hits 0-0-0 while your team is still maintaining the lead. Right here, we hit him with that run commit. We were expecting the QB sneak. He ran the QB sneak, and we were able to stop it. And now, at this point, since he has 3 timeouts, we basically just have to put ourselves in a position to win by killing the rest of the clock. I mean, all of it. And then giving them the ball back. As you've seen just before half, man, we did the squib kick, which I do not recommend again if they have a timeout. Because as you've seen, all it takes is one pass lead streak and your linebacker to not react how you need him to, and then it's a wrap. But right here, we give it to AD, and he gone. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Let's go. This boy AP is a beast. That is why you give it to Adrian Peterson, baby, because he going to make plays happen. Now, why I ran across the field and why I just yelled that off is because what I like to do in that scenario is to kill the rest of the clock as much as the clock as possible. And instead of him getting it with 14 seconds, he got it with like 9 or 8. And that's a beautiful thing for the defense because 5 seconds is a lot of time in Madden. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the gameplay, enjoyed the commentary, learned a little something here and there. Be sure to subscribe for more and leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Till the next time, we go!